Hey guys, I'm now Michela Mahango. Thank you so much for joining me today. I am back with my sister friend. So happy to have her here, you guys. So today we're going to be talking about how she planned my wedding. I loved my wedding, you guys. I think my husband and I will be 2 years in October.
Wow.
Yeah, it's going to be 2 years. I don't know how time's flying, man. Like it's just... So I just want you to talk about how you planned the wedding. I love my wedding. Oh my goodness. How did we even get to you planning my wedding?
It was you who started this thing. I think, I don't know, I think you just, first of all, why did you ask me to do it?
I think, so when I looked around, I'm like, I have this friend. Mm-hmm. Then I had to choose the most organized, the one who always gets things done. And that's her.
Okay.
I was just like, if I pick this one, some things will be done. And then I'll be crying last minute for something. So I was like, no, that will probably get things done.
Right.
So that's how come I picked you.
Interesting.
Yeah.
So, let me give a bit of a backstory. Mm-hmm. Yeah, so these two... Mr. and Mrs. Muhango, more Mrs. Yes, we're like, we would like you to, organize my wedding. So I said, okay, what do you mean organize? Like, do the whole shebang? Yes. So this is how she approached it. She's like, Ngambo, I don't want stress. I don't want anxiety. I don't want to handle a lot of things. Yeah, I remember you came from that viewpoint of... you don't want, your head to be all over the place about what needs to be done. And you said that's not a strength of yours. You don't want to.
Nope.
Yeah. So I said, okay. That sounds like me. I love, helping, organizing, putting stuff together. So I said, okay, let's do this. What does this entail? Sure. I remember we had that discussion. So I think what we had agreed is you handle like the family bit of things, so whatever family meetings you need to do, but for like finances, paying whatever it is needs to be paid, decor, whatever it is. So it was like list everything
exactly,
and then let's look at vendors. How much does this cost? How much does this cost? So what I basically did is put up open your spreadsheet, Excel, put what needs to be done, what it needs to be paid, what is outstanding, and I think that just sort of helps you keep going. I think we had started from there. Yes.
And I remember for me, I was so scared because I'm like, I've seen so many brides. Let me just say, I hadn't seen any bride who was very chilled and comfortable on the day of their wedding or the day before. Everyone is like, oh, I need to go to the salon, I need to do this. So many things were not in order for so many people. So I'm just like, I know myself. If that happens to me, I will lose weight. I will not fit into my dress. I will not be happy. And I cannot hide my emotions. Oh my goodness, I just wear them on my sleeves. It's crazy. And it's easy for people to tell that she is not okay. I'm not so good at pretending. So because of that, I was just like, I need someone that can be very organized. So even when you're just saying, no, you had to put this, that would not be me. I can't even do that.
The one thing that I learned, just to add to what you're saying about how people always seem chaotic around like their big days, right? Yeah. So I remember something my mom has always told me to say, like, a wedding is not a crisis. Like, you can actually, do it at your own pace, however you wish to do it, and say, this is how we're going to do it, when we're going to do it. If we need to push it forward, we're going to do it. If not, so with that in mind, I've always thought, I'm like, it's a marriage. The wedding should be joyful. Like, we have accepted this worldly construct that you should be stressed before you're getting married. Yes. So I just said, no, I don't want that for myself. Neither do I want it for my friends. So I just said, look, I'll gladly, help you, and let's do this. So I think what really helped us with everything was also just keeping up. I would send you guys updates.
Yes. very often.
Yeah, to say this is what we need to do, or you know, if we need to attend a meeting or whichever vendor we need to like speak to and whatnot. I remember when we went for the cake tasting. So we did the cake tasting. And then what else did we get up to?
We went to taste the food.
Oh, that lady.
Yes.
Oh, that lady, but we didn't end up using her though. There was the first lady we went to.
Okay, so not that one. Then we went to the venue.
Yes.
For the food.
Yes. Yeah. Yes, the venue. Yes. So the venue, this was sort of happening during the COVID year. Do you remember?
Yeah.
So we were actually not sure at some point your date.
Yes.
Specifically if that was going to happen because of the COVID issues. It was like, oh, are we going to do? So we were a bit in limbo for a bit to say, okay, how are we going to do that? And I think that's how we even ended up changing venues.
Yeah.
So even with that, like I would encourage people, like always have a plan B or C. Like if you're trying to help, if you're the person helping someone plan the wedding, you should already think to say, if this doesn't go, I should have a plan B and C. It's very important for that. Yeah. I remember even a makeup person.
Oh yeah.
I had a plan B because things happen.
Yeah.
Like if that morning for whatever reason the makeup person doesn't show up, they're not picking up, you should have a standby person who's ready to come.
Exactly.
Yeah. So just having that sort of organizing around that really, really helps a bride really just relax, you know, stay calm, peaceful, you know, and for them to just really, really enjoy her day. And for me, it's not just a bride, it's like my friend, you know. So you really know, like I know who you are. I know like, okay, I think that will really stress her and whatnot. So I think that really helped us. I
think I was so amazed at how you put everything together. You know how things work?
I was also surprised myself.
Like surprised. You know how even just the event, the day of the event, like just the decor was amazing. Like it just felt like you captured everything that I wanted. And it just came to like, my goodness.
Yeah, it's like helping someone's dreams come true. I really enjoy that. I think, like really, if someone has put in their mind, this is how I'd like it to be, you're like, how do we make this happen? So you have to also buy into the bride's vision. Like, remember, this is like we went with a rustic vibe. The fairy tale lights and whatnot. That was really, really stunning. So we're like, okay, who can do this and execute? And then timing. Vendors and timing, guys. No, like, so I had an issue with that. I think the last week of the wedding, I kept stressing to the vendors, time. Like, let's really, really keep with time. So if there's any issue or whatever, let me know. If they're too quiet, I would call. I remember I called the photographer. I don't know if he remembers me. I was like, you're too quiet. What is going on this week? Is everything fine? And whatnot. Oh yeah, I said, I sent you something, you didn't get back to me. So even with feedback, I would get really irritable. Like, why are people quiet? I've sent you something, acknowledge, you know, or you know, so stuff like that. For me, I'm like, you know, so with that, yes. So I feel like for me, I enjoy that. I get adrenaline from it. Like I really, really do. It's like, is everything flowing? Whatever. Okay. If there's an issue, let's fix it.
For me, I shut down. in such moments, girl, I literally just shut down. And you know, the other thing was how so many people were thinking that we were going to arrive late. Well, that did not happen, guys. Like this chick, my goodness, she made sure I was up. First of all, I was sleeping good time. I had to wake up in good. What time was our wedding? Was it at 9? At 9.
Yes, I think it was 9 a.m. It was 9 a.m. Yes, that morning. So we got up. So as things are going on, I had to make sure she needs to eat something, right? Like breakfast needs to eat something. Is mom here? Then the car. I remember I was calling your brother.
Yes.
You need to be here on time. You need to be here on time. So the car thing. So things were moving, but I kept yelling. I think every 30 minutes.
Yes.
I kept yelling the time. It's 7:30 now. 7:30. Camera guys are there. I would keep a time check. I'll say time check, and I'll say that because I'm like, you know, we need to live even as believers, we should stick to our word, right?
Exactly,
So
yeah.
if they gave us a time of 9 a.m., we should meet.
We should,
We should meet that time. So I just said, we're not going to fall back, not even today. Yeah, so I think the camera guys were a bit irritated with me, but it was just, we're gonna keep with time, we're gonna keep moving.
You got the job.
Yes. So yeah, I think, it was fun. I really enjoyed it. It was really fun.
I would like to know, knowing who you are and you don't like nonsense, how were you going to handle a situation where my family wants something else?
Yes.
And I'm not able to make the decision, and you're planning my wedding. And Larry's family wants something else. He's not making the decision, and you are still planning the wedding.
I thank God that I actually didn't have to deal with that. Because at the same time, I don't want to be disrespectful, right? But I have the boldness to also say something.
That's the thing.
So I think, actually, that's a very good question. It's knowing how to approach, even in the no.
That crazy auntie.
Yes, knowing how to approach in the no. Because it's something I actually even did during the day, which you guys, I don't even think you know, is I kept going to your parents to let them know. Like, okay, so now we're waiting for them to come, and now or whatever, so that at least they also have my buy-in. I did that because I think at some point, did you remember there's a time when you guys were in the back, we kept you in the back and we're waiting, and I told you something about the cake, that we were not starting because we were concerned that the sun would melt some of the desserts or something. I remember that was a very, very hot day. Yes. So we kept you guys in the back. And so I needed to now tell your parents just what's going on. So that they're just in the know. Say, okay, this is what's happening and whatnot. So I think I would have somewhat managed to tell them yes with a buy-in. At least they'll say, okay, she's in charge. We trust her, and what she's saying is she's saying is correct. So.
And even so funny, because I feel like everyone expected that the person that would be helping me would be older.
Of course.
I still had people asking me, how do you have someone younger helping you? I'm like, but who said? Like, who said it has to be someone really older? I really love that, because it was easy for you and I to relate. Knowing me, I don't think I would relate with someone way older than me. How am I going to tell them, so this is the vibe I want?
Exactly.
And then we start fighting. No, you cannot walk in and not have dancing queens. Girl, I'm just like, why do you need dancing queens? Like, first of all.
Yes. And understanding some of the things that you like and you wanted, because you were also not the most, if I could say, traditional couple, or the tick box couple, like, we have to do things this way because this is how weddings are, and we have to do things this way. I think what even worked really well is I also like unconventional. I'm like, you want to do this? We're going to do it. So I think even that was like, okay.
He was very shocked. He was very shocked. I had a couple of people ask me questions like, who's on your lineup? So are you guys dancing? And people were really shocked to find out that we actually walked in, my husband and I. I didn't want to put him through pressure of dancing, man. I can wing it. I can do a little something. But because I love him, I cannot do this to him. I can't.
And I think for people to learn that it's your day. And if it's your day, you do you. I think that's something that people still need to learn and adjust to. Like you do. They didn't dance or they didn't whatever. So what? Like, you're just an attendant. Like you're a guest, and you're going to celebrate their day. So just down by yourself and do what you gotta do.
So I was just going to tell you my favorite parts of my wedding. Okay. Let's start from morning. I love getting ready. It was nice. Just having people help me. It was so, so beautiful. You had put lotion on me. I remember you making sure that I need to look good. Yes. And then...
Oh my gosh, I remember that.
I love that. I loved walking down the aisle. Was amazing for me. So mom walked with me halfway.
Was so beautiful.
And then the exchange with dad.
Beautiful.
and then you and Nomsa, I'm just like, oh,
Yeah.
oh my goodness, my favorite people.
Oh.
Yeah, I really love that. And then when we went for the reception, it was, I don't know, it was short and sweet. I guess. And for me, I had an idea because we talked about it and we saw a few things. I had an idea of what it would look like.
Yeah.
And I walked in, I'm like, wow. And the hot dengue theme, I was just like, thank you. So I really love that. I love the game. I feel like I won. I'm very sure my husband lost. I feel like I won. They didn't give scores. Did you give scores?
No,
but I am so sure I won. I don't lose. So yeah, I really loved it. So thank you so much.
You're so welcome.
I can't wait for us to share how we picked my wedding dress.
Oh yes.
Yeah, that's gonna be our next video together.
Oh yes.
Yeah. You guys, we had such a great time. It's
amazing
interesting.
Time.
I can't wait for you to see the dress. It's
amazing time.
So thank you so much for coming, babe.
You're welcome.
Thank you guys for watching. We'll see you in the next video. Do not forget to like, subscribe, and tell a friend to tell a friend. See you in the next video.
Bye.